I am not married.
Oh, or you have girlfriend?
I have had a girlfriend for 8 years. No, 7. 7 years.
7 years
A
younger?
long time.
Longer? Oh,
Yeah,
she's
length.
Korean?
Yeah, she's Korean. 교포.
대박. Oh, how we met?
We taught together. We were both teachers.
Oh.
And we taught together. And then we didn't hate each other. And then so long time.
그럼 she also taught teaching student?
She was teacher, yeah.
Oh.
Now she's not a teacher.
Oh.
Now she works at another place, but.
Then you have married plan with her?
No, we don't have any plan to get married right now because it's not a priority. But maybe in the future we will. But we both are kind of career oriented. Like we both study a lot, and so that's first, I think.
Who is your best friend among foreign teachers in Cha University?
Oh. Probably the person that I see the most, like outside of work, is Joshua.
Joshua.
Yeah. I see him the most outside of work. Like we live very close to each other. Our apartment in Songguri. Sirsha, we're good friends too, but I don't see him as often outside work. But I see Josh all the time.
You have a Korean name?
No, I don't have a Korean name, but when people sometimes ask me, do you have a Korean name? And I think Kyle is not horrible.
Yes, very good.
Kyle.
Kyle.
And il is actually used in names,
yes.
Right? Ka is kind of not, but so it's not bad. But I recently discovered, do you know the word haehyop?
Haehyop?
In Korean. Do you know that word?
Beach?
No. Haehyop.
Haehyop?
Which means, maybe my pronunciation is bad, like a stream or a channel or a small river or something, like something like that. Yeah. So the name Kyle in Scottish, it's a Scottish name from Scotland, means exactly the same thing.
Kyle means haehyop.
Yes, it's exactly the same name, but hyop is not really a name. Right? It's not a good name.
And haehyop is really hard to pronounce.
It's hard to pronounce,
yes.
yeah.
What is your favorite thing about Korea?
Well, there's a lot of things that are good. I think maybe the thing that I like the most is the design of the neighborhoods. Like in where I come from in Canada, and North America is like this generally, and like Canada and America, there's suburbs everywhere, which means that the neighborhoods are just only houses for like a huge space of only houses, and then there's like a business district separate, and then there's entertainment separate. Everything is separated, and I don't really like it because, well, it's inconvenient a little bit. Right? Hard to get around. But in Korea, everything is like one. Everything is close.
Because very small.
It's small, yeah, maybe. But I think it's not just small. I think the suburb design, I think, is just a bad design. And I think actually it leads to a lot of social problems. Because some neighborhoods get very poor, and then that causes other social issues. So that's why I really like Korea, because the entertainment and business and residential, they're all one kind of. So I like that a lot. That's probably my favorite thing. Yeah.
And what's your favorite food?
Korean food?
Korean food, yes.
I think that is a little bit hard, but because there's a lot of food I really like. For like healthy food, I really like bossam.
bossam.
Because it's so clean and so. Do you know what I mean?
Color?
No. Well, it's steamed, so it's really healthy, and like it's not heavy, and it's good. So I like that. I really like 감자탕 too, because it's just delicious. Like.
And almost done. If you have any goals as an English professor?
My main goals are just to do a lot of research and to publish more material.
About education?
Yeah, education. Like I study in English, so it's about English and English literature. So I want to be able to publish more. So that's my main goal, just to read and research and try to publish as much as possible.
Can you tell us any tips for studying English or conversation?
Yes. I think that what they say, I think normally, is that variety is best. So, which means basically you have to speak for as long as possible or try to study for as many hours as possible. It's better. So more hours is just better. And so the way to do it is to get a variety of things to do. Like for example, if you can have speaking practice, like this is good.
In class?
Yeah. Or just speaking practice is great. You can read news articles. That's always good. BBC has some good. Yeah, BBC actually has an English learning section, so you can read the news and things like that. Watch movies with English subtitles. It's good. Because then if you miss some word, you can stop and then find the word. And you can join some kind of group. Like there's meetup groups in Korea. Yeah, it's actually a website called Meetup. But there are many different meet up. So you can meet up with groups of people, including foreigners and Korean people in Korea, and just do activities like
together.
Yeah, and so you can. So that's a good way. You can also do language exchange with foreigners in Korea because there's increased number of foreigners. So language exchange is good. So variety is the best. So if you can practice in many different ways, then you won't get bored, and then you'll study for a long time. Also drama, TV dramas are great because it's so many hours.
And is there anything you want to say to Cha University students?
What should I say?
Anything about studying, life, anything else?
Usually I don't give advice. Usually I don't give advice to students like for in their life because I think if you're young, everybody's trying to give you some advice, no? Do you feel like you're young, so therefore everybody's trying to give you some advice, but there's too much advice. Don't you think?
Yeah.
So I try not to give I don't give advice because I think it's just students have too much like happening.
About English.
About English?
Yes, no.
Okay, here's my advice. Don't be afraid of taking a path that is not the standard path in your career, I think. So, like, there's always the main way to do something, like the standard way to do something, but you don't always have to do that. Like, you can take a different route, and it's more interesting. Like, so I always try to take a different route. Like, most people in Canada don't come to Korea. They stay in Canada or do something. So I tried to do something a little different. And so now also I'm trying to do something a little different than other English teachers in Korea. So maybe that's my advice, is do things your own way or a unique way or a different way.
지금까지 차갑지만 알고 보면 따뜻한 카이 교수님과의 쿠터뷰였습니다. Thank you for watching and please look forward to the next 큐터뷰. Bye.
Bye.
Let's together. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.